Hi, I hope you have secured your spot for our YouTubers picnic that is happening on the 1st of April 2023. Do you have a YouTube channel? Do you want to start a YouTube channel? Then this is the event for you. Come and listen to our guest speaker, Sims Right, and get tips on how to navigate this YouTube journey. See you there. Hello once again. Hi my VIPs. You are more than welcome to our YouTube channel, Queen Rami Talks. Guys, allow me to welcome our new subscribers. Thank you guys so much for joining the VIP lifestyle where everybody is as somebody. Yes, on this channel, everyone is a VIP. Everyone is super important, guys. I'm super grateful for all the support. And to our returning subbies, the ones who are coming to the YouTubers picnic, guys, we did say we are meeting this year, so make sure you continue to secure your spot, and you don't want to be disappointed. Okay. And also, guys, excuse me for the absence. I know I did say this year I'll be putting in a lot of videos due to the fact that I'm pushing for my watch hour to cover. And wow, guys, you guys are really watching our full videos, I must say. Kamagu, I really appreciate that a lot, but yeah, being absent has a lot to do with the area that I'm currently in. Oh, God knows I can't wait to get out of this place. God knows that I'm just not happy being around this place, because yeah, if it's not even about load shedding, guys. Load shedding has been going on for a long time in South Africa, but the area where I'm in, there are literally power cuts after power cuts. I don't know how many times did I prepare myself to record videos, do my makeup, look all glam, and be ready to record. Just when I'm about to record, they will cut the power off. And they're not cutting the power off for, like, I'm not a person who will complain about load shedding and all those things. But if you see me do a video about this, then you must know that it's really bad. I'll be all glammed up, ready to record. It switches off. And like I was saying, it's not only switching off for 2 hours normal time. No, it switches off for literally the whole day. Like, we had a shutdown on Monday, so that day it was only load shedding for 2 hours. Yesterday, just when everything was done, with people burning tires, people marching, people almost looting, I think they were scared. But yesterday, from 2 p.m. up until 11 p.m., we didn't have any electricity, So it's really, really bad for me. I don't want to lie. I'm not coping, because remember, I work with my phone. I work online. Everything that I do it online. And sometimes when the power cuts, it literally goes with the network. So you can just imagine how bad it really is. So honestly, this place is not for me, and it's affecting my lifestyle. So that is why I've been away for some time. Ningathi, what's happening to Queen now? No, guys, my goals are still intact. We are pushing our channels. My goals are still intact. We are pushing our Instagram pages. It's just that, yeah, this is something that is literally beyond my control. So the only option is for me to get out of this place, and I mean it with all my heart. It's even on my vision board, on my prayer points, because yeah, we can't move away from our homes and then come here and to suffer in Gauteng. No, guys, nah. I don't have a problem with being in an area where it's normal load shedding, but such power cuts that are not even, we are not even getting warned. They don't even tell us what is happening. Well, no, it's too much. Anyway, you guys know I can talk. This video rather, so I decided I'm no longer going to be doing my makeup. I will just come online, because guys, makeup is very expensive. And the more I do makeup, wash it off, do it, yay, next thing, ke berekela ko morao, ke bereka go reka di powder le di foundation. No. So yeah, it's no makeup day. But guys, this video was just triggered about it was triggered about the passing of Ntokozo, the 21-year-old from TUT, who was murdered by her ex-boyfriend. I think it's 2 weeks back. And yeah, it's really disturbing. I think we need to get to a point where we really and honestly deal with a boy child. As you saw in the title of the video, it's about time the tables turn. It's about time we focus on our male figures, because this is just not on. When we look at the high rate of suicide, it's men. When we look at the number of people who are full in prisons, it's men. If we look at number of people who are full in clubs, it's men. So there's just literally something that is happening that is not right. A lot of street kids are men, are male figures, are our boy children. So when I say tables must turn, I think it's about time we focus mainly on our boy children, mainly on men. And these are the very people that if you were to suggest therapy for them, they will slack a little bit. If these are the same people that if you were to tell them open up, seek help, they will literally keep quiet and then end up committing suicide. And I'm not coming here, I'm one of those people who believe in men. I'm one of those people who believe that there are good men out there. But we cannot overlook that there are bad men out there. There are horrible men who are doing horrible things. I mean, now as a country, we are mourning the death of our artist, aka, he's not somebody that some of us followed or liked, but he is somebody's child. He is somebody's father. So it's a trigger, because when we see such things, not only now are men killing women or children or raping them, they are literally also now killing one another. We have inkabi around, hitmen, who are always ready to sell and buy somebody's soul. I remember watching a certain video on TikTok where one of the guys said, I'm ready to kill a person for a mere 20,000. If there are nobody, I will kill them for 20,000. And if there are somebody, I will kill them for 50,000. And I'm like, when did we ever get to a point where we price our souls with such a mere 20,000? So it's really bad, the things that are happening out there. And I think it's a cry for help for our society, that as long as you have a boy child, you have a mandate that you need to take care of. You have a mandate to make sure that your children are following the right way of life. Because I remember my pastor preached so powerfully. He said, be careful how you raise your children, because how you raise them today is how they will be in the future. How you raise them today, you are raising somebody's husband, you are raising somebody's wife, and how they will live their lives as they grow, it's a reflection of the things that were happening in their homes. And I honestly agree. That is why we have a whole lot of broken men, a whole lot of abusive men. It's because they grew up in single homes. And I'm not saying if people grow up with single parents, they turn out bad. No. There are those who grow up with single parents, they turn out so perfect. And there are those who grow with both parents and they turn out to be monsters. So there's literally no formula. But it is our duty as a society to make sure that we don't neglect the boy child. Because we have all these things that are ready to prepare the queens, that are ready to gather women, young girls. But who is gathering our young men? Who is gathering men in general? So it's really a trigger. And especially, I mean, I believe in love. I believe in marriage. And I'm thinking in the basis of, as a woman, when you're about to get married, there are other women who will sit you down, circle you. In my language, Sepedi, we call it rolaya. basically what I mean is that they will gather around older women just to give you good advice concerning marriage, how you should carry yourself. But nobody is doing that for our male figures. And nobody is doing that by telling men that it's important that you treat your wife right. It's important that you treat your children right. It's important that you carry yourself as a good husband. That is why to this day we find men who get married just for convenience. You know, they get married and then sooner they are best friends with clubs. Sooner they are best friends with their female besties. I mean, those type of things are the things that result in the fact that who is talking to our men. Because as women, allow me to say this, we are not a rehabilitation center for men who are raised badly. It's not your duty as a woman to try to fix, to try to change, to try to correct a man who did not grow up right. Unfortunately. I mean, when we look at Ntokozo Xaba, who would have thought? Who would have thought? These are some of the people that we look at and we are like, ah, these are normal people. Only to find out these are the very people who are raping our children. These are the very people who are kidnapping young girls and young boys for mutis, for rituals. It's a very disturbing time that we are living in our country, South Africa. And I'm saying this because we have international people who are watching us. And we appreciate you. Shout out to the United States, India, Kenya, Ghana. You're welcome. So on a very serious note, ladies, we need to be aware of our surroundings. Sometimes, and most of the time, especially when we look at, I will make Ntokozo's story a referral, it's no longer even about you leaving the relationship or the marriage. Because from what we hear from the sister, the sister did a video on TikTok that actually Ntokozo left this guy a year ago. Left this guy last year. Correct me if I'm wrong. But even after you have left, they come for you. We are talking about the signs of a jealous partner, a partner who doesn't want to see you excel, a partner who is so insecure, a partner who is jealous about your progress. Those are typically the signs that came about in Ntokozo, because you can just tell that when that guy saw what this girl is literally living her life without him, that is when he went AWOL and tried to be crazy, you know. I mean, you can just hear that there was a gathering around and then he had to call Ntokozo aside. And that's when he did whatever that he did. And we say condolences to the family. And it's very disturbing because a country like South Africa, the way things are happening, when your president comes on camera during a sauna meeting where people want to hear positive things, where people want to hear hope, where people want to be told about their future, how are things looking, your president will come and tell you that he will appoint a minister of electricity. What a disturbing thing. How is that going to change how things are in our country? We have our ministers, people who are living so lavishly, but they forget that there is a young girl in the villages who is being raped by their uncle just for them to survive. So we are in a national crisis, not the way that the president is talking about it. This crisis that we are in as a nation is that we need leaders who will acknowledge and see the crisis that we are having with our male figures out there. It is very, very important that we try by all means to help a boy child. Help in such a way that we train them to be better men, we train them to be better husbands, we train them to be better people in the society. But no, we are not going to fix, we are not going to change. If somebody has made up their minds that they want to be a murderer, a rapist, an abuser, there's literally nothing anyone can do. And my point is that if somebody has made up their mind about such, it's very, very important that they get a harsher sentence when they get arrested. I mean, I was so shocked when I listened to that video of a guy who was saying he kills people. He's a hitman. So he's not even a man. He's literally a boy. He kills people for 20K and nobody, 50K for somebody. And that journalist asked him that, what is your conscience saying when you kill someone? And that guy said, nothing much. I'm hungry, I need money. Whew, I was so disturbed. That is literally the state of our country right now. People's consciences are dead. Men are literally abusing women. A whole lot of pastors, they go on the pulpit, they abuse their wives, and then their wives are expected to smile with the world. I cringe at a whole lot of things. There's just a lot happening, and if our leaders don't want to intervene, and unfortunately we can pray, we have been praying, we can do what we want, but this type of prayers must be accompanied by action. Male figures must be willing to seek all the help that they can. They must be willing to speak out and say, I'm struggling with this and that. I mean, you can just tell by the way Ntokozo died that this guy has been contemplating. It's not a mistake. It's not an error. Even all the women, we have countless of lists of women who have died in the hands of abusive partners in South Africa. Children who have died in the hands of men. I'm talking about kidnappings that happen almost every day. I mean, with the stats that we have, do we honestly think as a nation there is hope for marriages? Is there hope for good relationships? Is there hope for good families? Honestly, there isn't. So it's about timetables 10. Our men need to go back to the drawing board. And I'm not putting all men in a basket. There are good men out there who are trying to better their lives, who want better things for their families, for themselves, and for their children. But it's a huge percentage, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it's a huge percentage of men who are just not good for the society. That is why the devil knows that when he attacks a family, he starts with the head. It's only in the Garden of Eden where he started with the wife, because that was the weaker vessel. But when it comes to the world that we live in, he starts with the head, because he knows that after he cuts the head, the body can't function without the mind, the smell, the taste, the eyes. You understand what I mean? So if you are in contact with your male figures, it can be your sibling, it can be your cousin, it can be your brother, it can be your... You know what? I almost said your sister. It's just that I'm so disturbed by this. Let us take a stand in making sure that people are becoming better. These male figures are becoming better. Anyway, I will end my video up until here. Please make sure that you share. Make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you hit on that notification bell so that you don't miss any of our videos. Literally, our country is crying for help when it comes to boy children, when it comes to male figures. We are honestly in a national crisis. Until I see you again, be blessed. Bye.